Greetings! As we go into the fall, we got a lot of sort of autumnal arrangements at Christmas. Here's a few roses to think about for spring. I want to start off with this fantastic new rose. This is called Sweet Eye. It's a really beautiful, innocent, naive, bubblegum kind of pink, but obviously a garden rose. It does have a green center. Look at this thing, absolutely beautiful. Really a great rose. This is called Sweet Eye, and although it's new, it should be available in through the fall and into the spring. Wonderful rose. Look out for this Sweet Eye. Love that. I love that. I love that. And that's a rose from Duman Orange. If you don't like the green center, I'd like to alert you to some nice roses coming from Screurs, the breed of Screurs. They have a whole line of fabulous garden roses. They have these really nice petticoat crinoline centers, very formal, fully double and really fantastic. This one is called Fatima Gardens. I can recommend Dasha Gardens, which is a complete pink. They have Aurora, which is white. They have many different colors. I can recommend this line. So do ask one of your Mayor sales associate about the Gardens series. Really nice. This is from our wonderful partners in Machachi, Rosas del Corazon. They really do have a beautiful selection of roses. This rose here is Fatima Gardens. Very, very nice. And of course, going with the romance of pink roses, but I've got one here. This is another one from Rosas del Corazon. This is very new. This is limited, but in the spring will be available. Look at this. This is a wonderful coquettish white rose with a beautiful blush pink center. This is called Ballerina. Probably needs a couple more days to fully open, but this is more a ball-shaped rose. Very nice. It's a new plant, so the stems are still a little weak, but I like this. Look at that. I mean, how beautiful is that? Ballerina. Very nice rose. Of course, some people like coquettish, small, diminutive, but if you want something that's like really super huge, look at this. Look at this. This is called Yuyi. This is Yuyi Gardens, also from Screurs, also in the same line. But look, it is massive. That's a 5-inch diameter, and that's only half open. It's going to get bigger. A beautiful, delicate, soft blush pink. Look, you can see where it's going. I mean, absolutely incredible. This is Yuyi. I mean, and look at the soft blush pink, very large. Really make an impression at any event. This is Yuyi Gardens, also from our partners Corazon, but generally becoming available. It's difficult to grow, so we do like to get these from our partners Rosas del Corazon. Really, really nice. Now, I'm going to do a little change up here. We're going to go with a little lavender, also nice for wedding work. This is called Lilit. Look at that. That is about as subtle as it gets. And as it opens, they make wonderful, look at the tresses on that coming down. And you're getting a little bit of caramel in just a touch, a splash of mustard in this little lavender rose. So something subtle and complex for someone who wants a wedding, wants something not pink, wants something lavender. I like this very much. This is called Lilith, and a very subtle lavender. It's pointy, but as it develops, it makes the traces and gets quite wide, almost 4 to 5 inches diameter. Like that. Very nice. And look at this. You know, I haven't seen many really nice peach roses lately. But this is called Cleo, I guess that's the shortened term of Cleopatra. Beautiful, beautiful peach rose. Oh, look at that. It's a very light, feminine peach. It has a very nice, homogeneous color. A little bit of pale blush pink on the outside, but incredibly delicate. That is Cleo. Love that one. Very subtle, subtle peach. And of course, people who want something really strong, and we haven't had a good deep pink rose for a while. Look at this. This is a really nice rose from our friends at Agrinag in the south, just south of Quito, Ecuador. And it comes from the breeder Infinity Breeding. I love this very nice deep pink, but look at the petal structure. A very, very formal to semi-formal center, but fully double, going to be large and strong. But the color, you know, for a long time, it's hard to get something that's so smooth, clean, nice, super saturated pink. We used to have Ballet, we used to have Bugatti. They seem to not be available anymore, probably because they're quite difficult to grow. So I love this rose. I love it. Nuage. It's available now in good numbers. And for next spring, please do look out for that. That's a really, really deep pink. And then, as I always am fond of saying, last but not least, look at this. Look at this. These are some monster spray roses. Look at that. This is 12 stems, but look at all the roses you get. And this is a really deep cerise pink. Has a lot of advantages. I mean, look at that. Let's say you don't want to use it as a spray. You don't want to use it as a spray. You could individually break these stems up, and they'd be great for arrangements, table arrangements. You're getting here 12 to 14 inches of stem just on the spray. But I like them as a spray. They really make a statement. Very striking, very dramatic, really, really, really nice. So, I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Pretty in Pink. All sorts of nice roses for the spring coming up. Have a great week, and thank you for watching. Cheerio.